As we all know, the biggest problem facing Australia, apart from bunyips stealing the best flavours from ice cream trucks.
Yeah, I don't even like chocolate, but I do like the taste of you not getting it. Yeah.
It's like they pretend they don't exist.
Is tax evasion. Climate change would be solved tomorrow if tax evasion was solved today, and we didn't have a government that would then say,
Oh right, finally, the revenue we've been looking for to build those coal plants.
but you get the picture. Tax evasion is like Lindsay Lohan on The Masked Singer. It's not doing anyone any favours, and yet it's there. As such, and it brings me no joy at all to say this, but God, the ABC sucks cock. Actually, I lied. That is more relaxing than having a candle bath. Look, honestly, you've got to let me do these videos every now and then because, hey, sometimes the gal just needs to unwind. As we all know, tax evasion is the major reason the budgets of schools, hospitals, infrastructure, research and development are cut back year after year. It's completely crippled productivity and innovation globally, and those same companies then use the revenue that they've skimmed off of tax to get politicians elected that look like they've had lobotomies to go,
That's alright, Shell.
That's why the Panama and Paradise leaks. Panama was mostly focused on individuals, Paradise was mostly focused on multinational companies. Those leaks are some of the most important events to have happened since the huge global earth-shattering event, Live Aid. That's why the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists put all 13.4 million documents from those leaks and others onto a document that not everyone can access, which made the entire world think, oh no, this is like when Game of Thrones finishes on a cliffhanger. Tax papers? Clearly no one cares. Even me. Even if I was given access to the Panama Papers, I'd go straight on Fiverr and say, I'll give $3 to someone to sift through 30 years of tax. You give me $8.
Fuck off, Lim. 7 and that's my final offer. Otherwise I'm getting some kid from Laos to do it and he'll do it for 6.
And as a result of that cheapness, I'd wind up in the Panama Papers. That's why the ICIJ only gave it to a few select media outlets in each country. So here they gave it to the Australian Financial Review. Why? That is just a hobby magazine for international tax dodgers.
Where to get the breeziest Hawaiian shirts and captain hats? Page 5.
The entire article is just one sentence. I don't know, ask your assistant. And the ABC, who at first claimed,
As you can see, it's a rather difficult challenge to sift through 13.4 million documents.
those papers were released 4 years ago.
Oh crap, terribly sorry. We're finding it rather difficult to scrape up the finances to investigate those papers.
You get $1 billion a year from us. At this point, you're up to $4 billion.
Oh crap!
You're saying you have enough money to greenlight another season of Get Crackin'? Ooh, triumph of art. But you don't have enough money to sift through the Panama and Paradise Papers. Here's an idea. Fire these two and hire these two. I think they'll be doing a little more of a service to this country than creating the worst comedy show ever made. Just leave that title with Meet the Habibs. Why do we need to know where that hole bottoms out? When did the ABC's collective coke habit get so bad that they forgot that the reason they get $1 billion a year is to report, not snort? As such, it was mainly left to Fairfax to sift through, and honestly, they may as well have given it to Take 5. All they cared about was Keith Urban's dirty little accounting secret busted. Ooh, wait until Nicole finds out. Oh, shock twist. She's been doing the dirty behind Keith's back. Meow. What? I care about Keith Urban dodging tax as much as I care about him releasing a new album. Oh, did he? Oh, good for him. Unfortunately, these leaks go a little higher than a man who I completely forgot existed until I mentioned his name a sentence ago. A lot of these accounts lead back to a handful of banking, consultancy, legal and accounting firms that we know dodge hundreds of billions of dollars of tax legally, not to mention illegally, not to mention the massive global cabal they've set up to allow all the other huge corporations to dodge, of what we know, $5.5 trillion. In other countries, it led to massive bank raids, huge multinationals being forced to pay back billions, world leaders put in jail, entire governments being toppled in Britain, Iceland, Pakistan, Malaysia. But here, those same explosive papers were put in the ABC's lap. There you go, easiest journalistic job on earth. All you have to do is press open. That's it. What did they do? Turned it into a story that wouldn't even interest Perez Hilton, and that guy gives a fuck about what Aaron Carter's doing.
It's incredibly important that we have one source that we can rely on.
ABC, a source of news you can trust. Is it now man who thinks beef is the best meat in the world? Another lie? Clearly it's witchetty grub. Actual journalists like Michael West have been begging the ICIJ for years, give him access to these documents. We're talking 47 million accounts, all leading back to this mafia of banking, consultancy, accounting, and legal firms that are committing arguably the biggest crime in human history. The level of social, economic, and environmental damage that has been caused by this level of tax evasion is utterly devastating. If there was any reason ever to fund a public broadcaster, this would be it. To investigate the Panama and Paradise leaks. Yet what have they done with them? Nothing. You know what that means? It means that the ABC is complicit in the biggest cover-up in human history. There's no, oh, it's hard under a Liberal government out of this one. Their inaction is aiding and abetting a global tax evasion racket that is causing the very society that funds their existence to rot. Anyway, this video is going to end fairly abruptly because my original idea was to invite everybody to spit on the sidewalk next to the ABC building under the hashtag spit on auntie, but then my editor Matt said that we can't do that because that's just, you know, inciting public violence. But
You just said the idea.
okay, sorry, we gotta go. Bye, like the video.
Please share and comment below. Comment.